If you are with your friends or family members or with other people, discipline yourself and make sure you never ever talk about anybody.
Quran is my life.
We have the tendency of talking about people. This is big haram, very bad habit. It's inappropriate, it's unethical, it's unprofessional, it's just indecent to talk about people. Islamically, it's haram, and ethically, it's just inappropriate. So remember, next time when you are with your friends or your buddies or family members or anybody, don't ever mention anybody else's name. Don't ever talk about anybody. Don't. Because the moment you talk about somebody, guess what? All of your salat, adhkar, reading of Quran, your fasting, your good deeds is being lifted from you and is going to that person that you're talking about. You don't want that. You work so hard for your good deeds. You work so hard for your salat, right? You get up early in the morning for Fajr, right? The weather is so cold. It's so comfortable in the bed. It's so warm. But you lift the blanket and you get up and you go make wudu. And you stand in front of Allah and pray salat. Don't let those good deeds go to waste and go to somebody else. You fast every Thursday, right? Or every Monday and Thursdays, right? Or 3 times a month, right? Don't let those good deeds go to somebody else. Simply because you're talking ill about them. Don't. The reading of the Quran that you do, the adhkar, the tasbih, and the tahleel, and the istighfar that you do, don't let all this go to somebody else. Give it to them for free. Don't. Discipline yourself. Don't ever talk about anybody. Ever. Ever. Don't mention anybody's name. Don't ever talk ill about somebody. The only time that it is permissible to mention somebody is if somebody came and asked you about that person for a legitimate reason. Okay, maybe they're thinking of getting married to that person and they want to know about him. Maybe they want to do business with that person, right? Something significant like that. If they ask you about that person, then it is okay to tell them who they really are. There was this woman who came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? And she said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I want to get married to, that Sahaba and the other Sahaba. She mentioned 2 Sahabas, right?
Let me just clarify something. The woman who came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, she wanted to choose a good guy, and that's what she asked the Prophet. Okay, she was not marrying 2 guys, but she wanted to know which guy was good for her.
Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not marry that Sahabi because he beats his wives. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not marry the other Sahabi because he is so selfish and miser. And then the Prophet ﷺ told the lady to marry a different Sahabi that was good for her. In this case, we learned that it's okay to mention somebody's traits, their character, their bad habit, if there is significance in it. Like somebody's trying to get married to them, or somebody's trying to do a big deal with them or business or something like that. So it's okay to warn a person about somebody. Other than that, it's not permissible to talk about people for no apparent reason. If there's no legitimate reason, it's haram to talk about them. So next time you are with your friends and buddies and hanging out and stuff, control this. Control your mouth. Do not talk about anybody. Don't mention anybody's name. Don't describe anybody, because you're not perfect either. You have a lot of flaws within you.